This is a little bit awkward. One, because I have not called Ross and told him congratulations on hitting 20,000 subscribers. Two, because he and I actually have a legitimate collaboration planned. Planned as in he filmed his parts. I've not gotten around to putting it together yet to bring to you guys. So that's what I wanted to do now. I want to say congratulations on hitting 20,000 subscribers. So what I thought I would do is I wanted to share with you guys a few fragrances that I have picked up solely due to Ross or Tltg, but more directly from the Tltg Fragrance Review Lounge. But what I want you to do is go to his page, which is linked below, and just tell him congratulations on hitting 20,000 subscribers. But on that note, let's get into it. So the first fragrance I have here is going to be a blend up of two fragrances. You're going to take your Tobacco Vanille and you're going to take your Green Iris Tweed, kind of put them together. If you're familiar with the notes that are in Green Iris Tweed, you're going to be very, very familiar with this fragrance. The first one I have here, guys, is going to be from the House of Happyland. It is called Happyland Green Iris Tobacco. Now this is a very clean, sweet fragrance. It's not quite as versatile as Green Iris Tweed, but it is a bit more versatile than Tobacco Vanille. I've always thought there's more of a mix-up between Green Iris Tweed and Tabarone by Creed. But E.J. Wells has corrected that since. The reason why I mentioned this is because I believe I met E.J. Wells through that lounge. Now I could show you guys this or the other 10 that I have here from this house, but this happens to be one of my favorites from the line. Again guys, the first one that I have here is Green Iris Tobacco. The second fragrance that I have here is one that I picked up due to just seeing it posted, I don't know how many times in the review lounge. Now not this one exactly, but just this line. I would have never picked one up. This house never really, inspired me to go out and pick one up, and never really Googled this fragrance or one in this line. That was until I saw it posted, or the original of this fragrance at least, posted numerous times in the lounge. And I'm glad that I did. I'm glad I picked one up. Number two is going to be Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Together. Some people have said that this smells like Invictus Aqua. I get Invictus with some pineapple notes. That sweet, sweet pineapple note. And for the cost, it is a really good fragrance. That can be found at discounters for about 20 bucks. Again, you guys, that is Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Together. Now, the third one that I have here is going to be one that I would have never picked up if it weren't for, seeing his review on it or his take on it. It's not my favorite, hence why I'm wiping off the dust on it right now. But for what it is, it's a great winter fragrance. And honestly has similarities to much more expensive fragrances. That fragrance is going to be Windsor Pour Homme. Ross, you know that I'm not a big fan of this fragrance, but I know that you are. It's just not my style here. I gotta say, I wouldn't have picked it up if it weren't for Ross. And I'm kind of learning to find places where I can wear this, but I can see how someone would enjoy this. Maybe when I'm a bit older, I can throw this on and get to enjoy it, but for right now, this is not my favorite. Now, the next fragrance that I have here is also one that I picked up thanks to Ross. But this one was definitely a home run for me. I am much more of a fan of the original, this one, but this one is just as good. I've heard the similarities to this in, say, Bleu de Chanel, which I can get that. I'll still wear Bleu de Chanel over it, but it's still a good fragrance. That fragrance is going to be Acqua Essenziale Blue, which, guys, if you've been in the lounge for a while, you know how spoken about this is. It's a great cheapie. That's what it is. Which I kind of regret not really wearing much in the warmer weather. I wore the absolute hell out of the original here, but this is one that he speaks very highly of. Now the next fragrance is one that I actually got from Ross himself. Like, he mailed it to me after I won it in the lounge. This happens to be one of the best clones that I've ever worn. Now when I say the best clones I've ever worn, it's like the closest to the actual fragrance. But there's significantly better performance on this fragrance than there is on that. That fragrance is going to be the one from Babylon. So yes, this is a clone of Roja Dove Elysium, but this has a lot better performance. It's like one you can just spray and kind of walk through because it's going to get everywhere on you. This is a Beast Mode Elysium clone. Because a lot of us know that Elysium lacks performance, this clone house really did kind of emphasize on bettering that. Sweet, fruity in the opening that kind of stays throughout the entirety of the wearing. It doesn't develop quite like Elysium does, but for what it is, it's a good clone. Again, guys, that is Babylon Fragrances, the one. Now the next fragrance that I have here comes from one of my first trades ever, first fragrance trades ever. I was in a search for a pineapple batch of Aventus without going out and buying Aventus. I met a guy in the lounge named Michael Gasaway. I heard you aren't feeling very well, Michael. I hope by now you're feeling better. That fragrance is Pineapple Vintage Intense. Now, this is the Intense Gold. This is not the one that I got from Michael, but I would never have discovered this fragrance if it weren't for that. Which, guys, this is one of my favorite Creed Aventus clones, which honestly I wear more than actually Creed Aventus. This pulls in a lot more compliments than that does. And to the last fragrance that I have here, guys, I have a lot more here. I don't know how many fragrances that I picked up due to recommendations from that group, probably 30 or 40. There's just a few that I want to share with y'all. This last one I have here, guys, is going to be Sahar Signature Noir. Now I can confidently say that I would not have known George if it were not for the lounge. He's very active in the group, he comments on people's stuff, and is extremely generous. If you're in the lounge, you know this. But since then, he's been nothing but kind and supportive. Guys, again, that was the Sahar signature. Noir. Guys, again, I want you to go over to Ross's channel, Tltg Reviews, which is linked below, and just tell him congratulations. Again, Ross, congratulations on hitting your milestone. Guys, like I always say, keep it gent, and I'll see you all next time.